Hello everyone, and thank you for returning to my channel today. And I'm going to be making a recipe for you that I found on Facebook. I've set my tripod in a different location so that you can see my work area instead of me having to make you wait while I set it down over the sink, which I used to set it over here. You can see everything that I've got. And this recipe that I'm going to be making today is called pumpkin crescent rolls. Let me tell you the ingredients that go in it. 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin pie, pure pumpkin pie mix. 3/4 cup of white sugar. 2 eggs. 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. And then I have all the spices inside of this little Tupperware thing. 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon ginger, and 1/4 teaspoon ground cloves. Then you need a package of crescent rolls. Now, I've never used this kind before. This is the Walmart brand. I'm used to using the ones from Aldi's or just regular Pillsbury, so I don't know how these are going to work out. Then you're going to need 2 tablespoons for your topping of melted butter. And I've already got that melted. And then you're going to mix together 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon and 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. And this is the topping. This is what goes on the top. You're going to preheat your oven to 375 and line your pan with parchment paper. So let me get the pan and bring it over here. Here's the pan. You'll be able to see this a little better like this, hopefully. Yeah, you'll be able to see everything. Good. All right, put this in here. Next thing you need to do is open up well, no, let's not do that just yet. First, we're going to mix the ingredients together. The pumpkin pie mix. And I really feel like I should have probably bought 2 more packages of crescent rolls because I have a sneaky feeling there's going to be way more topping in here than I actually am going to use on 8 little tiny crescent rolls. But the person that did the recipe did not specify if I was supposed to have more than 1. Then you add your sugar. Then you add your 2 eggs. Then you're going to add your spices. Saving this for later. And your evaporated milk goes in this part. That's why I say I believe I'm going to have way more of this than I really actually need. I should have bought 3 packages of crescent rolls. Then you're supposed to mix all these ingredients together till well blended. It didn't say anything about using a mixer, so I'm assuming I can just do this. This looks awful sloppy. Gosh. What do y'all think about this angle for the tripod? Is it too annoying? Do I need to go back to the way that I used to do it, or can y'all see everything? Is this going to be okay? I just wanted to experiment with it. Gosh, this is soupy. But she said this filling is thin. She said it's pretty messy when you get ready to put it together. And it was. When she did hers, it was very sloppy. And I'm going to end up saving a lot of this until I can get back to the store real fast. I'm going to have to hurry, too, and get like maybe 3 more cans of croissant rolls because I can tell you right now there ain't no way I'm going to use all this on 8. Here's what it looks like after it's mixed all together. Now we can open these things up. I hate opening these things. It scares me. So. Opening my crescent rolls. And some people take a spoon. I usually just go on the side of the sink. And they usually open a lot better. Oh gosh, that was kind of difficult. Then you're supposed to pour these out onto your parchment papers. Now I wonder if I need to spray that a little bit. I'm not very organized in this video tonight, am I? I'm going to spray it a little bit. Even though it's parchment paper. Okay, now you're going to separate your 8 little things out. Take your first 4. I probably need to have another area instead of doing this on the area that I'm going to be cooking these on, because I remember when she rolled hers out, that stuff leaked out all over the place. I think I'm going to lay some aluminum foil right here, if I can get to it, and just put it on top of the aluminum foil. I'm sorry I'm messing up this video tonight, you guys. I'm usually way more organized than this. I don't know what's going on with me. Okay. Got my oven on. It's ready for the things to go in there. Okay. I'll lay some aluminum foil here and try to put the ingredients together on this. So here's what you do. You take your little crescent rolls and you're going to smear a little bit of that stuff onto the crescent rolls and roll them up like normal. So I'm going to do these so I can put them on there so I can put the rest of them. Here's how she did it. You just take this and smear a little bit on there. That's why I said this is going to make way lots more than I need. And it is very messy. Sometimes the messiest things are the best tasting things. Spread it all the way out to the end of the thing so that when you roll it up, every piece of the dough gets some. Then you're supposed to roll it up like this. See, that's why I wanted to put it on something. When you start rolling it up, that pumpkin stuff gooshes out the middle. But once you get it rolled up like this, then you're going to lay it on your parchment paper like regular. Well, I sure hope these turn out better than all the trouble I'm going through to make them. Put some more over here. Got 4 more in here. I can figure out how to unroll it. I don't know about this dough. I don't know what's going on with these. it's supposed to roll from there. Jeepers. I sometimes think that's what happens when you buy generic stuff. Sometimes you get good and sometimes you get a mess like this. I'll be able to get it apart. It's just going to take a little bit of doing. Okay. Put this over here. Yes, I'm definitely going to have to save this. So now I've learned next time I make this recipe, have about 4 packages of crescent rolls ready to go. Oh, it is messy. There goes the last of them. The last 2. I'm going to kind of put that in the middle. See if I can spread that out a little bit better. You really don't need a whole lot on these to get the whole things covered. I've never in my life made something as gooey as that. Crescent rolls. Okay, here goes the last one. Give it a whirl. It's going for a swirl. Let me spread these out a little bit in case they puff up. Okay, let me wash my hands a little bit. Then you put them in the oven at 375 and bake for 15 minutes. So I'm going to put these in the oven, and then when they get finished, I'll come back and show you what you do with the rest of it. Okay, the crescent rolls are now out of the oven, nice golden brown. And the next thing you do is take your melted butter and brush it on the tops. They look good. Let's hope they taste as good. So you guys know the last few recipes that I've had fails. Everything looked good whenever I saw the recipe, and then when I made it, it was a different story. So let's hope these things turn out better than some of the other stuff. Jade's in there barking at the neighbors. I've got the front door open to let some of that cool fall air in. Cool the place down. I've got my air conditioner off because it's cool enough now, so that'll save me a little bit of money on my electric bill. She's barking at them because I've got some new neighbors over there that are pretty noisy. They've got a racked up pickup truck, and the guy drives a motorcycle. And every time they come or go, he has to rev that thing up just as high as he can to take off. And it's really noisy even when he's just parked out there right now just talking to him. But his truck is extremely noisy, and Jade she ain't having it. I'm going to try to use all the butter so none of it goes to waste. Okay, then after you get the butter on, you're supposed to take your powdered sugar mixed with your cinnamon and shake a little bit on them. Probably ain't going to take all that powdered sugar that I got over there either, but because it called for a half a cup. You can see I hardly used any, and it looks to me like I've got them pretty well covered. I'm going to put a little bit more in here. Cover these down here a little bit. Go back over them a second time. Put this in here so I can mix it. And I'll save the rest of this for when I cook the ones that I saved. The dough that I got left, the filling that I got left, I've got some pie crust in the ice box. I might go ahead and just pour that into pie crust to make it into a pumpkin pie. Instead of, wait until I go to the store and get some more. So now I'm going to try to taste one. I think I'm going to cut it in half first. Try this one first. See what it tastes like. Here's what it looks like on the inside. It's pretty good. Now I'm going to try it. That is really good. I like that. Even though it was messy, going through the process of putting this stuff on and rolling, these have an excellent taste. Very pumpkin-y, sweet. Absolutely delicious. So thank you guys for visiting me on my channel today. Visiting with me. Do a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching me make these pumpkin crescent. And y'all come back and see me any old time. Bye for this one.